My mic is like super sensitive. I'm like down the hallway in my office and my kid is in the living room playing Minecraft and I can hear it. It's like picking up and recording on my computer. I had no idea my mic was that sensitive. Here, babe.
Mom, I have 41 diamonds.
Somehow we just went from 6 viewers to 0. What happened? Hey, watch it.
I got 41 diamonds, Paige.
There we go. Now we got the 5, 6 viewers.
People are watching it?
This is the weekly team meeting.
Oh. Is that what you type in? Oh.
No, I didn't type that.
Is that blue light on? Oh, cool. I'll get it more sticky. What?
Hi, Patrick. I do feel like I type like 5,000 words a minute. Okay, London was going to join us tonight, but she ended up, she has a coworker with her tonight at work. Normally she's by herself, so she's actually sneaking us on her phone. So she will not be able to speak tonight. We will get you another night, Lisa, okay? Alright, I know Amy Kaza's online because she was just making comments just a minute ago. So she should be on. Carly? No. Trying to get more people to actually participate in these things. I think it's very important. We have about 200 people that are actually active in the group, and we only average like 10 people on the trainings. I mean, that's crazy to me. Just getting some people tagged, getting some things together, guys. We're going to get going. All right. Okay. Alright, and Brandy's here. Hey, girl. My girl is here for everything. Let me tell you, she is going to make some dang money. She is. She learns everything that she can. Patrick, you're just awesome. You make money all the time, man. What you talking about? And you're still here. You always making money, and you're still here all the time. See? That just goes to show you. These people know what they're doing. Okay. I'm going to get started. Alright. So, the last couple of days, I have been on Google Hangout more than I have in the last 2 years that I have had an online business, okay? So, I've been doing some leadership meetings, finding out ways that we can better help you guys and start making you guys more money. I have done trainings, personal trainings with my personal team. I have been on Google Hangouts with Lindsay constantly. We've been trying to get a bunch of stuff set up for you guys. And something that I've started doing that's new is I've started doing actually one-on-one trainings. And this is something you guys might want to think about, okay? And the reason why I say this is because when we get people into ZNZ, hold on, I gotta fix my chair just a minute. Without crushing my dog down there somewhere. Okay, when we get people into ZNZ, we get paid one time from them, okay? And so, of course, we want to get them into GDI. That's a requirement for them to be in our ZNZ Solutions team, is that they have to have GDI. And then that pays you residually for 5 downlines, which I think is pretty awesome. I think that's pretty cool. And then, of course, there's bonuses and stuff on there, too. I'm always getting, like, little bonuses, you know. It'd be like, GDI, I sent you $25 or $150. I'm like, what's that for? You know, I'm like, I don't even know what that's for. I already been paid from them this month, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, so, I mean, GDI is definitely worth it, okay? So, that's great. But I want you guys to really, really think honestly, how much do you think that, I mean, how much long-term do you think that you are really going to make from ZNZ and GDI? I mean, you're going to make a lot, right? But for the most part, a lot of us that are in here working online, we have goals of like, you know, $10,000 a month. We have goals of $15,000 a month. I know a couple people, you know, they declared goals of, you know, like 20 and 30,000. And people are actually doing that. People are making that much money online, okay? But as leaders, and not only us as leaders, you know, your leaders that do the meetings and stuff, you know how we have our little leadership circle. Not only us, but you have to be a leader for your own personal sign-ups as well, okay? So if you want to make more money, you have to make them good producers, right? If you have good producers underneath you in GDI, then they're getting more sign-ups. And you get paid for their sign-ups too. Because remember, you get paid for 5 downlines in GDI. So you want to make sure that your people underneath you are trained well and know what they're doing. So you need to have some material ready for them. You know, I've been talking probably the last, I've been talking probably like the last 2 months about the 10 startup steps website that I have that I send to my new members, right? What are you looking for?
The camera.
My camera?
What's this? Yeah, the red one that's in the red thing.
I don't know where that is. I don't know where the video camera's at.
What's this?
I've been talking like 2 months about the 10 startup steps, right, that I send to all of my new signups. The reason why I talked about that is because that free website that I made has made me a lot of money. My people automatically sign up for GDI now. I don't have to present it to them because it's one of my steps. My my people automatically sign up for Empower Network, that I get paid $25 a month off of them, because it's one of the steps. Okay? So it's not in there. So it's not in there. Okay? Look at this disappointed face, everyone. She does not like me to tell her that. Oh, now she's embarrassed. Okay. I send that to all of my signups. So first of all, I'm building trust in them, okay? Because I'm saying, here's your jump start to your business. These are the exact first 10 things that you need to do. And if you've never seen my 10-step startup process, I have one and Lindsay has one. We both shared our links in the group. Go scroll down through the wall. I think Rhonda Shelley asked, can someone share their 10 startup steps? And me and Lindsay both posted our link in there. Go find it. But it's in there, okay? Go make one. It's free. It's free to make videos. It's free to put the videos on there. Copy my videos exactly. I don't care. You know, write down exactly what I say, and then you say it on a video. And if you're not comfortable in front of video, get over it. Okay? As a leader and as a trainer, I'm not always going to tell you what you want to hear, but I am going to tell you what you need to hear. And something that you need to hear right now is get over it. Okay? My first video, Lindsay's first video, Dawn's first video, Rhonda, all of us that have we've all done that first video that was probably stupid. Or, you know, we were shaky, or we were stumbling over our words, or maybe it didn't make sense. Okay, whatever. But we did it because we knew that it was something that we needed to learn to get better at. Okay? So what I was getting at is, you need to have incentives for your team members. Okay? You need to make them followers. Once they sign up, they're not just to sign up and $95 from ZNZ. That's not right to do people that way. Sign them up and just drop them off in the group and leave them there. Okay? You sign them up. You give them something to give them a jump start. Get them to trust you. Get them to follow you. And once they become your followers, or, you know, they really look at you as a mentor, as you sign up for more things and you build your business, they're going to follow you because they trust you. They're going to follow just because of the simple fact that you said do it. They're going to. Okay? So, what I started doing, and again, this is a suggestion to you. I give you these suggestions because it is what I do, and it is what makes me money, and it is what works for me. Okay? So, you need to have the 10 startup steps. Alright? Just do it. Wix.com, Wix.com. You can use Power Lead System. You can contact me or somebody to get that. Whatever. Okay? But use something to make yourself the 10 startup steps to give to your signups. I'll tell you what, you're going to start making more money because more people are going to sign up for GDI and more people are going to sign up for Empower Network. And let me tell you right now, if you don't have Empower Network, then you're probably going to you're probably not going to go very far from the income level that you're at. My guess or whatever would be that you'll probably make anywhere from, I don't know, $300 to $600 a week with ZNZ. But you're probably not going to keep growing. Now you get Empower Network, and you're probably going to make anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 a month. Okay, there's a big difference in programs here, guys, okay? And this is what you do about offering incentives to your team members. You get them into ZNZ, you get them into GDI, you give them some startup training. You know, this is how you use Facebook. I suggest Pinterest, but don't give them too much. Your time and your knowledge is valuable. Don't undervalue yourself. Do not undervalue yourself. Give them just what they need. Give them just that edge to get going. Okay? And so, for example, like I said, I've been on a lot of hangouts and webinars just in the last couple of days. I mean, I just feel like my head is spinning. For me, my team members, If they join Empower Network at just the $25 level, it's the basic level, you get basic training. Okay? If they join at the $25 level, what I do is I give them a little bit more training. Okay? I spend a little bit more special time with them. They deserve it. They've taken their business to a new level. Okay? Reward your people. Give them an incentive to take their business to the next level. That not only makes you more money, but it makes them more money. Okay? It makes sense. Everybody wins, not just you. Everybody wins. Okay? So my incentive to them is, you know, I have special webinars for my people that are on Empower Network, and I give detailed training and actually show you how to do these specific things. And I can tell you your income is going to increase from it, and your mindset's going to increase, or is going to change. And just from your mindset changing, that alone will increase your income. And then what I tell them is, you know, Empower Network has an inner circle. They have a 15K program to teach you how to make 15K a month. They have a Costa Rica product. They have a masterminding product. They have a power traffic education product. And all of these products inside Empower Network, it's all training for you to learn the psychology of marketing and how to market and ways to market. That's what Empower Network is. I mean, it teaches you all of these things. And the amazing thing about it is you can resell it. You have resale rights, then you make 100% commission. Okay? So what I do is for those people that decide to go above and beyond and past just that $25 level, those people that decide to go above and beyond and maybe they get all in, or maybe they buy 3 or 4 of the Empower Network products, I'm going to spend some time with those people because those people are serious about their business. Those people know what they want. They know where they want to go, and they aren't doing they aren't letting anything get in their way to stop them. Okay? They're serious. So I'm going to spend some time with those people. I'm going to have one-on-one hangouts, and I'm going to coach you and answer all your questions and help you and show you what to do and all the tools and how to use them. I'm going to spend some time with you. All right, so if you're not offering some kind of incentives to your team that you're getting, if you're not building a relationship with your team that you're getting, you're not going to go anywhere with your business. You're going to keep right where you are, getting ZNZ signups, getting paid one time, and not getting paid unless you get new signups, and so on and so forth.
Well,
move yourself up in your business. Get the Empower Network. You get paid every month, whether you're working or not. It's residual income. You want to go on vacation or something, you're still going to get that money, whether you're on the computer working or not. You don't do that with ZNZ, right? ZNZ, you get paid if you're working, because you only get paid if you're getting those signups. It's that one-time payment. Which is nice because that's fast cash, right? I'll never stop doing ZNZ. I love it. Okay? It's kind of like it's my front-end product is what I call it. ZNZ is my front-end product. Because people can get in cheap, right? You can get in for $3 to $7 most of the time. Sorry, just got over pneumonia a few days ago and a cough is lingering. But I am 1 month and 1 day smoke free, so I actually am feeling good. Get into, you know, it's fast cash, so it's my front end product to where I can get that fast cash. I can get people in cheap. I can get them making, you know, give them some basic training, or, you know, get them in. Give them some basic training, get them some fast cash, and tell them, okay, now we're going to take a little bit of that and we're going to reinvest it into yourself. We're going to invest it into yourself and into your business, and we're going to take it a step further, and we're going to get Empower Network. And you know what? They do. Because I've built up that trust between the two of us. And now they look at me as a mentor, and now they know I am going to help them and that I have their best.
What do they know?
Get out of here. And that I have the best, that I want the best for them just like I want for myself. Okay? I hear a lot of comments going on here. And stop it right now. Thank you. I need to go back and look at these. Yes, Patrick, I do multitask quite a bit. Hold on, I'm catching up on some comments that we've got in here. Good, Amy, you're here. Good, good, good. Erica, Rhonda. Patrick, oh my gosh, Patrick, you can always learn something new. I agree, it's well worth it. What comes goes around. That's right. That's right. What comes around goes around. Help your people get paid. If you help your people get paid, then you get paid. Okay? It's so important to make them long-time followers. That's exactly right. Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Like Patrick said, you know, if you just absolutely are not going, oh, hello, Paula, you're here too. If you absolutely are not going to make videos, copy and paste my videos if you have to. But I'll tell you right now, by having your own videos and you make that that personal to where it feels like you personally are talking to your people, it's going to increase your conversions. I'll tell you that right now. Okay? That's right. This is my executive chair. My husband bought this for me for our anniversary last year, I think it was. He worked nights and went and bought it in the middle of the night for me when he got off work. That's right. Love this thing. Multitask? Oh yeah, you got it. And yes, smoke free. Woohoo! Brandy's here. Yep, she's here. And Lupita. Hello, Lupita. All right. So I just wanted to kind of catch up on those messages and see what was going on. Something that something I'm going to do tonight is there comes a point within yourself, okay? There comes a point within yourself that you're not in it for just that $95 that you get from ZNZ, okay? And don't get me wrong. Like I said, I will always do ZNZ. I'll never stop. It's what I started with. It's like kind of like my home, you know, on the internet. But there comes a point that inside yourself, you change. Okay? Well, I really don't think this is something I can put into words, but dang it, I'm going to try the best I can, okay? There's something within yourself that just changes. And you get this like burning drive, okay? You just get this crazy burning drive. I have barely slept since Friday, okay? And the reason why is because I experienced something Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that I didn't think was going to be any big deal. Lindsay's been telling me about it for almost 2 dang years. And I finally experienced it, and oh my gosh, it was just powerful enough to leave me, of all people, speechless about it, okay? And y'all been on my trainings, you know I don't go speechless, okay? But you get a point in your business to where you're like, okay, I've been doing this, I've been doing CNZ, I've been doing GDI, or I've been doing Empower Network, you know, whatever, but it's just, I'm just not to that level where I want to be. You know, I know there's got to be more to this than what I'm getting. And you see, you know, Lindsay made $8,000 this month, and I made $7,000, and, you know, you see other people doing like Empower Network and stuff, and they made 10 and 12 and 15 and 20 and 30 and 40 in a month. And you're sitting there and you're looking at it and you're like, who are these people? You know, what are they doing? I know there's another level, and you get this change inside of you where it's almost just like it just burns. You've got to get to that level. And you just cannot wait to have that lifestyle change and those kinds of things. And when you get there, you feel like you are like a completely different brand new person. I don't know how else to explain it. But I had that experience for the first time on Friday, and then it continued on, you know, we finished it up, you know, Saturday and Sunday. The first part of it was Friday, and I tell you, I have not barely slept. I mean, I have just been like, just powerful inspiration that I've never felt in my entire life. Well, I mean, besides going to church and, you know, and stuff like that, you know, this was, you know, more business oriented, you know, so it was different. But I have Don, who is a member in our group. Don Pierce, he was actually there. We were watching a live stream of the Empower Network event, and Don Pierce was actually there at the event. There's a whole bunch of us that are supposed to be going in May. They're having a one in New Orleans, and there's several of us that are supposed to be going at that time. But Don was there this weekend. And, you know, people say things about having a breakthrough. So a lot of emotions that people go through when they have these breakthroughs. And Don works at ZNZ, and he works at GDI, and he's pretty good at it. But I want to tell you that I found out Sunday night, whenever Don was supposed to be coming home, he couldn't come home. He had to figure out how to make money to get home because he spent all the money he had to be at that event over the weekend. Now, y'all, let me tell you, that is dedication to your business. That is dedication to your business. That is having a vision and doing what it takes to get there. Now, our man is home, him and his woman. They're home, and I'm going to bring Don on. And he's just going to kind of talk a little bit about why an event like that, why having these certain emotions is so important for your business, and kind of the emotions and the mind frame that you go through as you're having that kind of breakthrough. So let's get him on. Don, can you unmute yourself? I can't. There he is. All right, I'm going to mute myself out, and I'm going to let you go, okay?
How does this mic pick up?
Oh, it's great. I can hear you very well.
Okay, it's on my new webcam, so I wasn't too sure how it was going to pick up.
Awesome. Yeah, you sound good. I'm going to mute myself out and let you go.
All right. There's not really much to say about an event, but just to be there is more real than anything, you know. To see those guys, the passion in those guys when they're up there teaching and telling you what they do and telling you why they're doing it. And David Sharp, Justin Varengia, those guys were bawling on stage telling their stories. They were crying like babies to tell their stories and choking up just to get through them. I mean, when you're there and you see that and you see the look in their eyes when they're telling you this and why they built this company the way they did, Dave Wood and Dave Sharp, there's nothing more real than that. You just got to go to the event to experience that. Anybody telling you or seeing it on video, that you're not gonna experience it unless you're right there. And there's nothing more powerful. 35 years of my life, I've never been a part of anything as powerful as this. Aside from my kids being born, of course.
Thank you.
Oh. How's the cam?
Oh, there we go. That's good.
Okay. Yeah, let me adjust a little bit.
It keeps getting
closer. Wow,
closer.
it's got an auto zoom on it. What the H? Wasn't supposed to zoom.
Oh, it won't stop.
It has an auto zoom. What? Why is it doing that?
That's pretty cool though. Okay, that's like perfect right there where it's at.
Oh, I've got the computer hooked up to the big screen and a new webcam sitting in front of it and keyboard in my lap. I'm comfortable in my recliner. This is what it's all about right here. Be comfortable the way you want to live.
That's right. Don, let me ask you, actually being at the event, and like you said, you see these people like David Sharp and Justin Varengia, and you know, Tracy Walker and some of these other ones that, you know, took home $1 million checks, $2 million checks, you know, things like that. And you see these people actually crying in front of, you know, 7,000 people telling their story. You know, I mean, these people are coming from shooting heroin in bathrooms at truck stops, you know, to where they are now. Yeah. And telling us their story to inspire us.
Well, 2 years ago, before I found ZNZ and Empower Network, well, no, it was last year, last April, April 25th of last year, we were a week and a half from losing our house. And then I found ZNZ and Empower Network. And, you know, we didn't have a car. It had blown up the winter before. So we'd been without a car for almost a year and a half until this winter, just before the winter hit. I went and bought a GMC Envoy, $3,500 cash, no problem, no loans, no credit, no bullshit. I went and bought it. It's mine. It's paid off. Cash in full.
It's mine.
Oh. Okay.
That's my
Say hi, honey.
Hi. It zoomed in on me.
That's awesome, Dawn. I mean, that's an awesome testimony.
I mean, we were able to have awesome Christmas and then go to this event right after. I mean, this last 6 months has been awesome. First few months it was a learning curve, I'll admit, you know, and we made money along the way. We got out of the hole, we saved our house because we almost lost our house. And, you know, but during that, you know, I got caught up during that learning curve, and then, you know, we just took off from there, and the last 6 months has been a blast.
And, you know, Don, you're not doing anything different online than what any of the rest of us are doing. You know, you're doing all the same stuff that we're doing. I've actually been doing less. Exactly.
If you notice, I've actually been doing less.
Yeah. And what do you feel the difference is between you and some of the other people?
I don't know. I think I just talk about the vision more than the business.
There you go. Absolutely. It's because you have that heart and that mindset that it's about going after the vision. So absolutely, that is definitely the difference. Yes. Cool. When you're at the event like that,
you gotta stop. At first, if you're struggling, of course you're gonna make it about money because you need money to get by. Everybody does. But once you're in a comfortable position where you're not worrying so much about money, then you are about helping people and teaching people, then the money just comes.
Yeah. Very, very true. That's, I mean, you are just hitting the nail on the head, one right after the other. And it shows, you know, in your money and in your heart that you have in your business and stuff, and that's just awesome. My last question for you
and honestly, is... I haven't even been marketing Empower that much, you know.
And you're still getting sign-ups.
It's residual. I need a little bit more residual, but you know, we're okay.
Awesome, awesome. When you're listening to those people's stories on when you're like at an event like that, and you start getting that inspiration from them, and it helps you to have that breakthrough that you're looking for, you know, that breakthrough that you want to have. What are kind of some of the mind frames that you go through? I mean, do you kind of like go through this like you kind of like pinpoint your weakness or what's wrong. And I mean, what are kind of like some of the thoughts that you go through as you're having a breakthrough like that?
Well, one of the things Dave Wood did, and some of you guys may have heard the story before about forgiveness. If you've got something that you've been holding back against somebody, that's going to hold you back. He had a wart on his foot, on his toe, and it had been there for years. He tried freezing it off. He tried digging at it and cutting it off. The doctors had tried freezing it off, and it kept growing back until, he'd met someone, during a trip, and, and he went through that transformation where he forgave somebody from his past, and within an hour that wart had dried up and rolled off of his foot. Okay, during this event, he went over that story again, and he had everybody in the crowd close their eyes and go into this kind of trance with him and think back over their entire past, if there's anything or anybody or maybe even themselves that they need to forgive for something. Maybe it could be yourself. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for something. Maybe look inside and let that go. And that right there can be, one of the most powerful things you can experience right there.
Wow, so obviously that was something that you really took to heart.
Because growing up, my dad wasn't around, so I really didn't have a male influence. But because of him, my mother took it out on me, because every time she looked at me, she saw him. So in her eyes, I was worthless. Okay? All my life I'd been hearing that. Well, this weekend I let it go.
Awesome. Awesome. People don't realize when they hold on to that kind of stuff, they are actually programming their subconscious to fail, because they're programming their subconscious to think that they can't be successful when they hold on to those kinds of things. Yep.
Exactly. And
wow.
I was stuck at this, couple thousand a month. I've been stuck for the last few months, but it's been steady. It's took care of everything, and we've gotten by and been happy with. Where we live is low cost. We live in the middle of the country in Missouri. Our rent's only $375 for this huge place. So the money's not a problem. A couple of grand a month is comfortable, but
yeah,
I'd like a lot more. I'd like to be at least $5,000 a month and be able to take a couple of vacations.
Yeah.
Besides just going to an event. Sure. Going to an event's not a vacation. That's a business trip.
Mhm.
That's totally separate from a vacation. Let me get to $5,000 a month now that I'm unstuck. Now that I'm here, I've let that go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Very powerful. Forgiveness is very powerful. All right. Thank you, Don. I appreciate you getting on camera and talking to us. And I love your new webcam. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's an HD.
Okay. All right. So I hope that you take what Don said and really take it to heart, guys. I mean, he knows what he's talking about, okay? Somebody that knew he only had enough money to get there, made the money while he was there to get back, and had this just not only business-changing experience, but life-changing experience. I mean, I've been talking to Don since he first started, not quite a year ago, almost. And I knew, I could see in that guy that, he wants this, But now that he knows that it's not just wanting this, it's going after that vision. Oh my gosh, just looking at his face just tonight And you can just see that difference in him. It is amazing. And each and every one of you can do the same thing. Okay? That's the whole reason why we had Don come on with us tonight, is so that you can see firsthand, you know, someone that just had that experience just within the last couple of days. All right? You have to remember that business development only comes along with personal development. If you're developing yourself and improving yourself, forgiving yourself, or anything else that needs to be forgiven that you're holding on to, even if it was something from when you were 5 years old, I don't care. Forgiving that and honestly, truly standing there and saying, even if the person isn't there, saying, I forgive you and I let this go. You know, just say it. Oh my gosh, you feel so much better. I mean, I have goosebumps right now because I watched them do this on the live stream for Empower Network, and it was amazing. I mean, that's a big transformation within yourself. And those transformations develop you from within. And when you start developing from within, you get a very clear mind. You get very clear intentions on what you want. And when you have very clear intentions and you have a very clear mind, that is when you truly are able to focus and see your vision. And you know, it's not even necessarily having to focus on your business, but figure out what that vision is. Get a piece of paper, and I'll show you something. David Sharp. See, I took like 5 pages of notes from this stuff over the weekend, okay? And one of the things that David Sharp, a guy that was shooting up heroin and homeless, okay, he was shooting up heroin in truck stop bathrooms, okay?
How much?
He's one of our presidents of Empower Network. Start out with 40, we'll do a minute and stop it at 15 seconds, so it'll be 45 seconds. He's one of our presidents of Empower Network, okay? I follow this man. Because knowing where he was, and he had this amazing breakthrough to where he is now, you know, his goal this year was to get in the best shape of his life. Well, if you're in shape and you feel good about yourself, and you're developing yourself, your business development is going to come along after that. Okay?
I just pressed time cooking it for you.
Okay. So, something that I want you guys to do, okay, is I'm going to go over just a couple of things that David Sharp went over with us as training. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to go into the detail that David Sharp went into, because the reason why I was able to get the power from his message that he had is because I'm a member of Empower Network. Okay, I took my business to the next level over a year ago. All right, and I'm working on it. And I'm working on building that. So I'm going to touch the surface. And if y'all want more, then you get into Empower Network, where you can actually get it from David Sharp and that kind of stuff, himself in there, okay? But a couple of things that he said is, actually, you know what? I think, what's his face said this? Anyway, here we go. Make an authentic connection with your people, okay? This is cough. It's going to drive me nuts. Sorry, y'all. Make an authentic connection. Be yourself. Be authentic when creating content such as blogs, Facebook statuses, videos, those types of things. Okay? Do you think that David Sharp wants to tell 15,000 people that he had his breakthrough in a bathroom with a needle sticking out of his arm? Probably not. But he's real. You got to be authentic and real with your people. And that's when they make that true connection with you to know, like, and trust you. Okay? The second thing is, okay, that's connect. And then you have to convert, okay? Make them evangelists for the cause. Convert them first, and then make them long-time, passionate followers. So convert them into a team member, okay? Convert them into a sign-up. Like I just said earlier, get them into ZNZ, get them into GDI, make them long-time followers, okay? And then the third thing is follow-up. You can't convert without follow-up, right? So be authentic with them, get them in there, and then you got to follow up to convert. How do you follow up? You got to get your followers into your upsells, right? You do ZNZ1 and ZNZ Big Cash, then you upsell them into GDI, then you upsell them into Empower Network, then you upsell them into Empower Network's Inner Circle, and then you upsell them into Empower Network's 15K, and you just keep going and you just keep making all this money off these people that are following you. And it just keeps rolling and it just keeps going. Okay? And the next thing you know, you're on stage at an Empower Network event and getting $1 million check. Alright? And I'm serious. That's how it happens, guys. But you have to see yourself doing it and you have to believe that you're doing it. How do you follow up? Send them Facebook messages. Every one of you should have an autoresponder. We use Aweber. Get messages out to these people. These people should be receiving some kind of email message from you at least once a week. Okay? And you got to remember that once you capture these people and they become a lead in your autoresponder, you have them forever. So no matter what you do, you can always convert them into something else. Okay? And vision. Vision is a state of mind. And you have to remember that you cannot have a vision without certainty. You have to be certain in everything you tell someone. I am certain, my vision is I'm going to make $10,000 a month. And after I do that, I'm going to make whatever a month. My vision is I'm going to build my team up to be successful just like me. I'm not going to just leave them. Okay, so have that vision, even if it's for something outside, in your vision, I'm going to retire my parents. That's what's important to me. Make that part of your vision, but be certain that you're going to do it, and be certain that ZNZ and GDI and Empower Network is going to get you there. Be certain in it, believe in it, and know that that's what's going to get you to your vision. Okay? Now, you want to have intentions, and you need to solidify your intentions. Okay? So, what I want each of you to do, whether you do it right now, or you do it after you get off this call, or you sleep on it and you do it in the morning, I want you to do it within the next, 12 to 14 hours, okay? Do it. And just do it. Even if you don't want to, just do it because I'm telling you to. Okay? Write down 5 intentions that you have. Okay? What are intentions? Intentions aren't necessarily, well, I want to make $500 this week, or I want to make $2,000 next month, or it's not necessarily just money. I'm going to tell you my intentions, okay? I'm going to tell you exactly what mine are. They're a little personal, okay? So is it okay if I get a little personal with you guys for a minute? I hope that's okay, because they are a little personal, all right? I live in a house right now that I don't want to live in, okay? Right before we started ZNZ, we lost our house. And we had to settle for the first thing we could find. Otherwise, me and my kids and my husband were going to be living out of a very small vehicle that we had at the time, okay? So I live in a house I don't want to live in. And there's a lot of stuff broken in my house and needs fixed and falling apart and this and that. And I make enough money that we can fix them, and we can progress. But over those years before I started with ZNZ, we had fell so far behind that pretty much all the money that I make goes to catching us up. It doesn't even go to stuff that we have to pay for right now. It goes to catching us up. Okay? Now, the house that I'm in, I only owe about $12,000 to $13,000 left on it to pay off. So one of my intentions for 2014 is I'm going to pay this house off. Because if I can pay it off, I save that payment every month. I can get the heck out of here. Okay? My second intention that I wrote down is to get our bankruptcy filed. Okay? That's how much stuff that we have from our past. We had a very rough past. A lot of things came into play here. A lot of tragedy. We had a really rough past. So we're trying to save up enough money so that we can file bankruptcy and hopefully get a lot of those things paid off and get past those things in our past and move forward. Okay? I'm going to an Empower Network event. That's my third intention for 2014. I am going to personally experience an Empower Network event, which we already have that in the plans for May. My fourth intention, my brother, my very gracious brother, who has a business that he owns and makes a lot of money, I needed a vehicle. He gave me the cash for it. He gave me the cash. I almost have him paid off. I got like a month to go. So another intention that I have for 2014 is to pay my brother off. And I'm doing it quickly. It was just a couple months ago, but I'm doing it quickly because I want him to know that I appreciate that was awesome, that he helped me. Another intention that I have is I want to show my kids how to believe in something. We go to church, we believe in God, all that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that. But I think at this point in the way that our world is, there's not enough kids that's being taught to go after something. I think a lot of kids are taught that, this is all there is. This is all there is to offer. Those kinds of things. And I want them to see me do it because if they see it firsthand, then I believe that that's teaching them how to believe and go after a dream. And my last intention that I have is I wrote and I put big stars around it. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see. Right here. See right here? It's got the big stars. There. Set my parents financially free. And I put my stars around it. Okay? Those are my intentions. And look what I wrote down here. Not I can do this. I will do this. Okay? I will retire my parents. And my parents will retire very comfortably. I'm not going to get into all that. That made me start crying and that kind of stuff. But these intentions, I got a piece of poster board. I'm getting a marker. And I'm writing 2014 intentions. And I'm going to write them on there. And I got this wall, this clear space right here, right next to my desk. I'm going to put them right there. That's what I'm going to do. Okay? Those are my intentions. And I'm going to put, of course, I will do this. Okay? So not only did I set intentions, I went into our ZNZ Solutions team and I declared them. I said, this is what I'm going to do. I just declared my intentions right here in front of every one of you. I said them. I put them into action. I set them forward. I declared them. I said them. This is going to happen. And that's what I want each one of you to do. Sit down and write down 5 of those intentions. Okay. Sit down and write out 5 of those intentions that you have. Okay? All right. I hope that wasn't too boring for you guys. I know it wasn't our typical kind of training that we have. But I feel like it was something that we needed. I felt like it was something that we all needed. Right now, if you have any questions, I want you to go into the Facebook group, ZNZ Solutions, and on our thread where I posted the link. If you have any questions, I want you to put them in there right now for me, please. Hey! Up, Lindsay. I'm having them post I'm having them post questions in the group right now if they have any questions. So I'm just kind of waiting for any questions to pop up.
Have a good training.
Yes. Don got on and was totally awesome. He told a little bit of his story. I told a little bit of my story.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about intentions and declaring your intentions.
Guys, just for the record, if, you know, I know you think that maybe stories may not be what you need, but this is where I went wrong when I started, okay? Because stories kind of, you know, I kind of thought, well, I don't want to hear stories. I want to hear what to do. Well, let me explain that. Sometimes in people's stories, in every person's story, there is how they got from zero to where they are. If you just listen and you connect the dots, then you understand and you feel, you know what I'm saying? You go through their emotions. A lot of times, that's how they got from where, you know, the bottom to the top. And it's all mindset. I know you think we're crazy because we keep that over and over, but I promise you, your mindset is the only thing that's keeping you from $100,000 a month. That's the only thing.
Yep. Yep. Very, very true. And you're probably thinking the same things I thought whenever I sat in on trainings like this. I used to sit there and think, oh my God, here they go with another freaking story again. And that's what I used to think. I'm like, somebody's going to tell a story. They're bringing on somebody to tell a story. And the only reason why those stories didn't impact me is because I didn't let them. I didn't allow them. And when I actually made myself listen to those stories and, you know, let it, you know, get in my heart, you know, open my heart up to what those people were actually saying, that's when I really started doing something.
That's right.
Okay? I'm going to stay on for just a couple more minutes just to see if anybody posts any questions in the ZNZ Solutions Team Facebook group. And then Brandy had also asked me for the link to the panel. She had said that she wanted to say a couple things, so we'll see if she has a chance to actually get on here or not. Patrick, you might be a big mouth, but we love you guys. We love you. All right, Brandy should be getting on here in just a second. Brandy, let me tell you who Brandy is. She is one of my sign-ups, and she had signed up with ZNZ actually under somebody else who's not even on our team, and that left her. They didn't help her. So she had gone to some other people that are in ZNZ for some help, and they shunned her. You know, they basically were like, well, I didn't make any money off of you. I'm not going to spend my time to help you. Well, instead of shunning her, I said, yeah. I said, you know, you can be on my team. I'll give you some training. You can be on my team. But you got to join GDI. And I told her why she needed to join GDI. Well, she did. And let me tell you, in the last 2 weeks, Brandy has spent $3,500 on Empower Network products. That is somebody that knows where they want to go in their business. That is somebody that has a vision. That is somebody that has heart and passion. And she is hitting this business hard with no hesitation. I mean, she's pretty amazing. Oh, I gave her the wrong link. Sorry. I have to give her the right link. Just a minute, guys. Sorry, I gave her the wrong one. She's trying to get on, and then we will wrap this up. Okay.
Mom, why are you flashlight? I'm going outside.
Why are you going outside?
Because I forgot I left my phone out there.
Where did you leave it at?
On the basketball goal, hidden.
It's on the basketball goal?
Yeah, hidden.
Okay, then you can go out there.
I covered up in like this little.
Use that one.
House. It don't work.
Let me see it.
See?
Okay, Brandy's coming, guys. Sorry. Okay, there she is. She's on. Hello, beautiful Brandy. Brandy. I don't hear you, Brandy. Oh, she muted herself. No, don't mute yourself. You got to unmute yourself. She's not exactly the most computer savvy, but she's learning. Brandy, we cannot hear you. I don't think we have any of these kind of batteries. But if you get my phone, I'll text Mark and I'll tell him to get us some.
Well, I need to get my phone before it freezes up.
Turn the porch light on and go outside and get it.
It barely even works.
Get my phone and turn the flashlight on my phone.
Where's your phone?
It's plugged in. Brandy, I can't hear you. I don't know if you're talking or not, but we cannot hear you. Let me message her real quick, guys. Don't leave us, okay?
Can you hear me?
Brandy?
Can you hear me?
There you are.
Why?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to say a couple of things tonight. I actually made a video that I didn't know how to upload yet because I'm really not computer savvy at all. I mean, I know how to turn on my computer, get to my ZNZ. I now know how to get to my little thing that shoots your things out for you. So I don't even know what they're called yet. Platinum poster. And, you know, I know how to get my ads out there, and I'm learning how to answer them. But what I wanted to say is Nikki touched on the importance of sticking with your people in the beginning. You know, you may make that $100 off of them, but, you know, it's so much more than that because if you're going to take them into another business with you, ZNZ is just your base business, you know. It's the one that's going to get you that $100, but if you're going to have somebody follow you into another business, you're going to want that trust. You know, you're going to want them to follow you anywhere. You're going to want them to listen to everything you have to say. So you've got to stick with those people. You've got to do that one-on-one. You've got to show them the steps. You've got to show them how to do the steps. With me, I needed to do A, B, C, and X, Y, Z, and I needed somebody to hold my hand through it and you know, literally make me do it because I didn't know how. I don't know what one page is from another trying to, you know, get on the computer and Google and things like that. I didn't even know Google had answers. I didn't know what Google was when I started. 3 months ago with a computer. And so when I signed up with ZNZ and I started asking questions, and I mean I had so many questions and no answers, no answers. So I finally figured out that the girl before me probably didn't know much more than I did. So I had a choice. I could quit and say, you know what, it's a scam, forget it, they took my money, yada yada, or I could find somebody that knew what they were doing. So I did. I got on her Facebook, you know, and I just watched the people that were posting in there and making money, and finally, after 3 months, I got the nerve up to start asking people for help. The first guy, I said, you know, why would I want to help you? You know, I didn't benefit from it. What makes you think that I'm going to help you? I said, okay, all right, you know what, all right. So I watched for a little while longer, and I had been watching Nikki for a while, and so I asked Nikki, I said, you know what, I know up front you didn't make the money off of me, but I need help. I trusted Nikki. I followed her for a while. What, 3 months now, Nikki? 3 months. And I trusted her. I trusted everything she told me, everything she did, because I was getting results, guys. She took me by the hand and she showed me. I followed her into Empower Network, and I have paid and bought for every single product that they have, except for, you know, the Masters, which that's next. But I did that because I trusted Nikki, because I trust my team, because I trust what they're telling me, because they took the time to show me. They took the time to take me by the hand and say, you know what, you're not getting results, but let me show you how. Let me show you what you're doing wrong. Let me show you. And so, you know, that's all I have to say about that, is that leadership is just, you know, you have to be a good leader. You have to get in there with your people, or they're not going to follow you anywhere. So you can get that $100 off of your signups for ZNZ and dump them. But I tell you what, if I find them, I'm going to take care of them because I know what kind of life that's going to lead for me. You know, so you guys better take care of your people and learn how to do that, because you're going to find somebody down the line that's going to say, you know what, I signed up with them and they left me and it's a scam and they didn't help me. They didn't do anything for me. You know, they didn't show me anything. Don't sign up with them and they're going to bash you, you know, in front of your people on your Facebook wall and everything else. I've seen that happen. And so, you know, she's right. You've got to stick in there, because you're not going to get anywhere just signing up. I mean, you will. You'll pay your bills with just $100 a person, you know, a few times a day. But your money is going to be in Empower Network. Your money, your 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand a month is going to be in a bigger business. So, you know, you need to build your base with ZNZ and get those people converted over, because if I hadn't have found Nikki, I wouldn't have been here and I wouldn't have been spending that money. But those people before Nikki, they'll never see my money. But I tell you what, my team will. They'll see everything I put into it, and everybody that I recruit and the people that I help recruit them, you know, and on down the line. They're going to benefit because they took the time for me. So I'm going to work for them, guaranteed. So anyway, that's all I got to say. So.
Sorry, crisis with my husband. He's at the store and he just had to talk to me right now, guys. Sorry. Yes, Brandy, thank you for talking from the heart. I really appreciate that. Lindsay, I'm not seeing any other questions, so unless you have something to say, then I'm going to wrap it up. We're done.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say one more thing.
Sure.
You know, a lot of you guys that are on these trainings every week, I know you have to be getting value because we're over-delivering what we should because we want you to be successful. If you see somebody in the group that's not attending the meetings and stuff, you know, kind of go to them just as a, you know, person that knows the right way to go and say, look, you know, plug into the team meetings because we do this for a reason. We want you guys to really learn new stuff, and you know, we want you to succeed, but we can't help those that don't want to attend the trainings. And you know, I see a lot of you posted in the group, but it's usually the same ones over and over. So if you see somebody else and maybe you're friends with them or you see them posting or whatever, okay, if you see somebody else and you know they're in our team, say, hey, you know, be more active in the group because this is y'all's business too, guys. We want you to be successful, but you gotta put forth the effort for it. You know, it's not hard. You don't have to make this hard. Your main focus should be getting leads. Okay, the follow up and the converting will come with time, but it's a little bit of a numbers game too. I mean, you have to know your math, and right now you're new, so you need as many eyeballs as you can, as many as you can, getting to your link. Okay, to see that video. Some will convert. There's just gonna, guys, even me, I have so many that I send the link to and they never do nothing. Do not waste your time on those people, okay? Do not. If they don't ask you questions or interact with you in any way, then move on, okay? There are tons of ways to get leads. If you need more help getting leads, get into Empower Network because that's the sole thing that they talk about, okay, besides, you know, the other two. But yeah, I mean, you should be getting plenty of leads off Facebook. There are millions and billions of people on Facebook. You got to find them. Anybody that you can talk to, you need to be saying, hey, if you want to work from home, let me show you how, okay? Now, if you want a more automated process to where it's not a lot of work, then you really need to get into Empower Network so you can start doing some paid advertising because that's automated, okay? But if you don't have the money for that, you're going to have to do a little bit of work, guys. It's not hard. You just have to put a little bit of time into it. If you're looking for a more automated way to make money, I can't tell you of any job out there that you can put your feet up on the coffee table and do nothing and get paid. I'm sorry. Okay, it's just not. If you find that job, though, you be sure and let me know because I'm lazy as all get out, right? But you're going to have to put a little bit of work into it, all right? If you want more ease of way, then you need to be in Empower Network. We'll set you up with the right training, and you can start doing paid ads because that's automated. I got paid ads running right now, and I don't do nothing, okay? I email. That's all. So it's up to you. But for those of you that don't have paid ads and you don't have the money, do a little bit of work. It's not hard. You don't have to leave your family. If you're strapped for time, put your kids on the couch, watch a movie with them, and plug away. Okay? You guys, and especially, you know, I know that people have things to do. I understand that. I have ball games too. Okay? But a lot of times I'll try to get on my phone Or I'll jump on, like the minute I come through the door, I'm on here so I can help. So Tuesday nights are reserved. Every Tuesday night we do training. Try your best to reschedule whatever you have. If you can't, okay, then it's your responsibility to go back and watch the webinar. You don't have a boss saying, hey, you need to do this or you're going to be fired. All right? So you have to have a little bit of self-discipline. But try to be here Tuesday nights. You're going to learn a lot if you are. And don't get bored with the stories. Stop and reframe your mind, because this is where I went wrong so many times. Was I was like, oh, I don't care about her story, you know. But when I started listening, I started getting a lot of things, and I started receiving the information that they were trying to get me to receive. Okay, so you need to be pumped up about your business. Mindset is a lot of this. Don't go into this with the attitude, I'm not gonna get a sign up. Well, you're not gonna. You're just not. So it's mindset. Mind over matter. I go into this every day. I have to listen to audio because sometimes I get down too. So I'll go listen to some positive audio and then I'm pumped, dude. I'm ready and I'll slam some sales every time. Mindset. When I'm down and I try to market, I don't make any money. Okay? That's all I want to say. Hey, you're mute.
Crap, all I freaking muted, wasn't I? Alright, we are wrapping up for tonight. We went just, stop it! We went just a little bit over an hour, but I do feel like it was like totally worth it. I'm so glad Lindsay got to join us here at the end. So I am signing off. Thank you all. You all have a blessed night.